the lady lied. Like, bitch, you're not gonna ever be able to volunteer in life again after this on everything I love. I'm gonna make sure of it. She lied and told them, if you ever had a chance to, she said, she asked me this in January, if you ever had a chance to get your kids back, say we will give your kids back tomorrow, would you give up social media so you can get your kids back? She said, I told them no. What the fuck are you talking about, bitch? When did I say that? I don't even like you. I don't even talk to you, ho. When did you ask me this question? Like, be for real. Be for real. The reason why y'all haven't seen me on social media because they was making social media the biggest thing. I took a 7-month break. What do you mean? And I could have been making money. And he never said that I ain't got to be on social media. He said I can't talk about the case on social media. Or I couldn't talk about Imogene at the time on social media. And you telling me you presented that to me? But I gave up social media? You sound stupid. Now you're lying on me. So even though they didn't go through anything she said, they did use that though. Said that I said that, and I never said that shit. Period. I've never told nobody that I would not give up social media for my kids. Nigga, I don't have to be on my phone. On everything. I don't even have to have a phone. I don't give a shit about none of this. On everything. Like, this stuff is not important to me. It really ain't. So then they was talking about, oh, they say you be dry begging. I said, I don't dry beg. Can you explain your definition of dry begging? I told them, like, my definition is like if somebody has some food or something, I'm like, ooh, that sure smell good. You know, just keep throwing hints and shit that they want something without saying it. No. I be telling y'all, hey, I need help. I need help with this, and that. I just ask. I don't gotta do all that shit. And sometimes I just be venting too, so I don't be expecting help. But when I need help, I be telling y'all, I need help with this. I need help with that. So they was like, okay, why were you asking for it? I was homeless. What do you mean? I was homeless. Hell yeah. I said, I don't look at that no different than going in the food stamp office asking for help with the food stamp people and stuff. Like, I told them, they're like, I don't see anything wrong with that. Why were people trolling you? Because they felt as though I shouldn't be asking for help on social media. That's why. That's why people troll me. Oh, you said people were stalking you. That was then. People weren't stalking me. Well, people are stalking me like over the internet, but not in person no more. Don't nobody know where I'm at. So anyways, he comes. We go through all of this and stuff and all that. There was workers that said great stuff about me. There was workers that lied on me. Several workers that lied on me or whatever. God gonna get them, period. So he come up with the ruling and he said, well, they had to put my son in deprive or whatever. Like, had to figure out the adjudication for my son, the baby. He 9 months now. His name is Hezekiah, y'all. They had to figure out adjudication for him because they never decided if he was deprived or not. They put my other kids as deprived as failure to protect my children. Even though they've never been harmed or anything, never had to go for any food or anything like that. That's what they have to do. They was deprived because they felt like I failed to protect. Even despite me calling 911, despite me getting away, despite me moving so many times, they didn't care about that. They was more so concerned about him being able to have access to me. So they said even though that Hezekiah, why y'all keep calling him Isaiah, Hezekiah was never around domestic or whatever, they had to make a decision if it was safe for him to come back with me today or if... Well, I would still have to finish the case, y'all. I would still have to finish the case. Well, I don't think he was going to come back with me today. Take that back. But if I continue the case or whatever, would he be deprived or not? Or would he be able to come back home since he never got the experience? He didn't get to experience domestic violence. So, yeah, if he would come back home with me today, if they felt like it was no more dangerous or whatever. They was like, well, because because me and my cousin fought, which is so crazy. Even though I'm not even convicted of anything, and it's an ongoing case right now. They said because me and my cousin fought, there's still domestic violence. Even though I protected myself, defended myself, self-defense, it's still considered domestic violence, even though that happened over a year ago, actually. There has not been no new 911 calls or nothing within 2 years other than my cousin. And I'm innocent for that, and I can prove that shit. So that shit gonna get dropped. So 2 years I haven't had no 911 calls, and y'all not acknowledging that, and y'all saying that y'all still think it's domestic violence going on. Because domestic violence don't have to be between me and him. It could be between me and anybody and stuff. So they put him as deprived, so he has to stay with where he at. So he wouldn't come back home with me today. So then they come up with a order or whatever, a ruling, if they're gonna come home or not. Well, his ruling was that I get terminated. That was his ruling today, y'all. They said I was terminated. He said the only reason why because my attorney talked to him and stuff. Despite, a lot of this stuff they couldn't prove, then it made me look good on that part. Like, they couldn't prove anything. They couldn't prove that I was going to get back with him or not, because with domestic violence, most people go back to their abuser and stuff after so long. So because he saw that text that happened in May, that's what made him question if we were ever going to get back together. Even though they claimed we haven't seen anything else, we don't know if they're together. He felt like even if I'm not with him now, in the future I might get back with him, and so he chose to terminate. So I gotta appeal it, and we're going to the Supreme Courts, and that's what happened. Once Imogene got satisfaction out of it, she wanted to see me cry, but I made sure that it was not about to cry in front of her, because they were going to get satisfaction out of that. And the CASA worker was smelling really evil. And despite the people that said they want to do termination, because they was only going by Imogene and CASA, they even stated that even though they was recommending termination, they did not want that to happen due to them seeing the relationship between me and my children. So all my children is officially separated until we go to Supreme Court. And they said Supreme Court it can take up to 6 months to a year to be able to see a judge for that appeal. And so I'm not doing no more visits with my kids until we go to the Supreme Court. So 6 months to a year, my kids have to suffer. And Imogene also told my daughter to say that she didn't want to come back home with me. And that she would like to stay with her. But I know, I'm glad that they're going to be able to still be on the case, because they stay 6 months later. They're going to see that they jack my daughter up. When she actually get to see that she's never going to be able to see me until they come up with that other decision, if they decide to move forward and feel like the judge made the right decision or the wrong decision, my daughter will not be able to see me. Because it's up to her. It's up to Imogene if I can see her, and she don't want me to see her. So I will not be able to do that. And then they trying to, because I get along with my auntie and because I get along with their grandma, they're trying to take my kids out of their grandma's care and stuff, because they don't want anybody that is with me, for me, to have any access, because they feel like I will still be able to see my kids. So they are trying to take my boys from their grandma and have them with strangers and separate my boys. And then with Brielle, because they know Imogene doesn't like me, they said she's at home. And then with the baby, they tried to say that my auntie is too old. When y'all chose her over the young person, there was already somebody that got approved, and y'all chose her over the younger person. They trying to say that my auntie too old to raise my 9-month baby. And yeah, so that's what's going on and stuff. I've been crying all the way up until we got to this case. So today when it happened, I did not cry. Because this is not the final decision. It ain't. It is for now, but it is not the final decision. So I'm just praying that God is with me within that time frame of waiting for a new court date. But yeah, I won't be able to see my kids for 6 months to a year. Physically, like, I won't be able to go into contact to see them. For the people that wanted to see my babies and saying he got cerebral palsy, no, he does not have cerebral palsy. This is my baby. These are my babies. This is the pictures that we took a little bit before this happened and stuff. My babies was happy. They have taken this. My daughter will never see her brothers again because that's just the person that Imogene is. But these is my kids. Hold on. It's trying to sink in. And this me taking pictures of them. I don't know if y'all can see it. And this is Hezekiah. For those who saying he got cerebral palsy, baby, he can crawl, all that stuff, and he can stand up. He can do all that shit. This is Hezekiah, the one that y'all did not get to meet and stuff. But yeah, that's basically what happened today. And people are going to celebrate and stuff, but those same people are going to have to answer to God. Imogene is going to have to give an account for what she did, because really, if she wasn't involved and if Casa wasn't involved, it would have never went this way. It really be your own family. And now y'all see why I felt the way that I did, or why I responded the way that I did. It was because she was so upset with me that she was willing to destroy her own nieces and nephews. And even though that she knew that wasn't the best thing, she did it anyways because she had hate in her heart, and she still does. And even then, that's still not going to satisfy her, because again, I can't put no man before God. And so I have to suck it up until we go to Supreme Court and stuff. And I'm not going to be the same. Y'all not going to see the same Taya and stuff. But God got the final say so, and this ain't the last. So I don't know what's gonna happen after all of this, but y'all may see from me, y'all may not, or whatever. But this what happened. And if you don't believe me about what Imogene did, pray that God expose it and reveal it to you. But I'm gonna reveal a lot of that stuff when I get home. I'm gonna let y'all see what she was saying and stuff, so y'all can see why stuff happened the way that it did. But yeah, y'all can turn the comments off on, so y'all can see. Y'all can see what's going on. Ask me questions or whatever if I haven't answered them and stuff. But it's crazy that Imogene said I was a bad mom, but y'all should ask her what happened to her firstborn. Ask her what happened to Israel. Ask her. Before she had Ian, ask her what happened to Israel, and how she had people, everybody had watching him, and how she allowed people to abuse him but still let them watch him. Ask her how he died, matter of fact. Yeah. Hold on, y'all. She didn't give them what I couldn't, because at the end of the day, my sister can't do her own kids. Imogene can't watch her own kids and stuff. She can't stay tuned long enough. This some social media act shit, bullshit. So if she can't do her own kids, like I said, around kids my whole life and being really great with kids, and so it comes easy for me. And I will be showing y'all the court paperwork and stuff where they have said that I was a great mother and all of that. That has never been a question for anybody, and they even said that in court. That has never been a question, that I am a good mother to my kids and that my kids love me and that I love my kids. They know that. What made the judge ruling was the text. That's what he said. Because even though that happened a very long time ago, he said he can't confirm if I will go back to him or not. And the crazy thing is, I'm not with him. I'm not with him. I don't plan on being back with him. But I just made the wrong decision to be with the wrong man. And I made a mistake, and I just gotta wait till they get older. I gotta wait till they get older. And I just keep praying for them, that God show them what's going on and give them peace and comfort during this time, because they just saw me last week. I was supposed to do a visit this week, but I didn't, because trial hit on Wednesday, and that's usually when I do visits and stuff, so I wasn't able to do it. So the last time I got to see my kids was last week, and it's not gonna hit them yet. Right now, it's already hitting them, the fact that they barely get to see me, but it's really gonna hit them when they see that they can't see me at all, like at all. I don't know if it's up to they never clarify, so I gotta make sure that I ask. But if I can see them through the foster parent, because they got to get adopted. So eventually they're going to be adopted by them. But I'm going to ask if I can still see them through them, if it's okay. But the main reason why they didn't do a lot of stuff, because Imogene said she wasn't okay with it. But I already showed y'all that, though. Did he testify? Who? My abuser? Why can't they see you at all? Because of Imogene. And so, based off of her response and stuff, because she done said so much bad shit about me, even when I thought I was in goods with Imogene. She said so many bad stuff about me that they look up to Imogene. They're intimidated by Imogene because of the way that she speaks, and that she has an attorney, and an actual attorney, not an appointed, because I have an appointed one. So they don't try to cross her. When she made that grievance, guess what? She took my caseworker right off of my case. When she made the complaint about her trying to do a visit with Brielle and my mom. When she got that visit approved, guess what? Imogene got her right off of my case. Yeah, I just finished therapy. Yeah. That was just recently. I still finished, though. It doesn't matter. It got finished. Do you know how long therapy is? And it's still an ongoing thing. I just completed the parenting curriculum. I'm still in therapy. I still have to do therapy. Who is Imogene? She is somebody that is evil. You have every excuse in the book instead of doing better. Bitch, shut up. But anyways, like I said, I'm be able to prove all of this, backing this shit up, is literally going based off what they're telling me. The reason why I'm in here is because of my abuser. Nothing that I did. My abuser. They felt as though I failed to protect because it was abuse going on, even if they did not see it, and even if they wasn't harmed, and even if nothing happened to them. Because they could hear it was enough. And if we pull up my police reports and stuff, most of the abuse, literally damn near all the damn abuse, was only between me and Mr. Rose. We were not around our kids when we were doing it. It only happened a couple of times where we was around them. But it's crazy that people be talking shit and stuff when they had kids with him too, and they actually did domestic in front of them all the time and never was brought into DHS. Like, girl, you could have lost your kids too. A lot of people that be on my live has experienced